So class 11, let's continue. Act 1C 1. Fine. As we have already discussed that there is a violent tempest on the sea. The boatswain mariners, they are trying to save the ship, but they are interrupted again and again. They are interrupted by these royal passengers. So he gets frustrated. Fine. When Gonzalo told him to be patient, and he reminds him that he is having the royal passengers on the ship, boatswain gets irritated and he told Gonzalo that if Gonzalo, being a counselor, being a minister, being an advisor, if he can give an order to this storm to subdue, if by using his authority he can subdue the storm, so the boatswain and the mariners need not to handle the rope anymore. And if he cannot do it, so he suggested him go to his cabin and thank the boatswain and the mariners for their lives, for the fact that they have lived so long. Fine. Now Gonzalo, he say, let's see the speech of Gonzalo. I have great comfort from this fellow. Now Gonzalo said, I have a great confidence in this officer, in the boatswain. Me think he had no drowning mark upon him. I think that there are no signs on his face to show that he will die by drowning. उसको देख के ऐसा लगता ही नहीं है कहीं से that he will die by drowning, and be with him. His complexion is perfect gallows. His face shows. Complexion means face. His complexion shows that he is perfect gallow, that he is perfect for dying by hanging. Gallow means a place where one is hanged. His face shows, his complexion, his nature shows that he will die by hanging, not by drowning. Stand fast, good fate, to his hanging. Oh, kind fate. Stand fast means be firm. To his hanging, be firm and allow him to be die by hanging. Make the rope of his destiny our cable, for our own doth little advantage. Make a rope of his destiny our cable. Only his destiny, clear, which is to die by hanging, can now save us. For our own doth little advantage, because our own destiny can help us very little. If he not born be hanged, our case is miserable. And if this boatswain, he is not born to be die by hanging on land, we are in miserable condition. So children, we can see the weight of Gonzalo and his positivity. And sometimes he talks nonsense also. Not nonsense, we can say sometimes he talks unnecessarily just to lighten the situation. So here what he's saying, he's taking a comfort from this fact that this fellow, this boatswain, he is destined to die by hanging. So definitely if he is supposed to die by hanging, if he is destined to die by hanging, we will surely reach to the land. Then he exeunt. Re-enter boatswain. Boatswain has directed his mariners, down with the topmast. Just bring down the topmast. Yeah, quick. Lower it. Bring her to try with main course. Keep the ship's bow close to the wind with the topmast. A cry within. Suddenly he heard a cry. The passenger inside the ship was crying, a plague upon this howling. So he cursed them. So, of course, they are shouting. They are louder than the weather or our office. Because they are shouting. They are shouting loud. Clear? Louder than this roar of storm. And then my voice. Their louds are they are so loud as to subdue my voice as well as the roar of the storm. उनका जो चिल्लाने की आवाज़ है वो इस तूफान के शोर से और मेरी आवाज़ से भी ज़्यादा है. Re-enter Sebastian, Antonio and Gonzalo. Now again Sebastian, Antonio and Gonzalo came to boatswain. Yet again, what do you hear now? What do you hear? Shall we give over and drown? Have you a mind to think? And when the boatswain see them again, he lost his temper. He scolded them. He said, "Yet again? You have come again? What do you here? What are you doing here? Shall we give over or drown? Shall we give up and drown? Do you want us to give up our work and drown? Have you a mind to sink? Do you have make up your mind to sink in the ocean?" Now Sebastian gets angry. So Sebastian was Alonso's brother, a royal person. He gets angry. He cursed the Boswin because Boswin was talking to them very rudely. He said, "A plague on your throat, you bowling, blasphemous, incharitable dog." Blasphemous होता है one who talking irrelevant, फालतू बातें करते हैं, right? So he said, "A plague on your throat." May your tongue be damned. You bowling. Bowling means howl, chillana. You howling, blasphemous, swearing, unkind dog. So he's cursing him. Blasphemous means we can say the person who now and then keeps swearing. जो कसम खाते रहते हैं फालतू में. Clear? Boswin, work you then? उसने कहा okay. In that case, you work. Do overwork then. Antonio, hang, hang. You insolent noisemaker. We are less afraid to be drowned than thou art. Antonio cursed him. Be hanged, you dog. You insolent, may you be hanged. You insolent noisemaker. Insolent means rude, badtameez. You insolent, you rude noisemaker. We are less afraid to be drowned than thou art. We are less afraid of being drowned than you are. You are more afraid of being drowned than us. So, children, this also shows that Antonio and Sebastian, they are the rude kind of fellows. The way they are talking to Boswin without understanding a situation, so it shows that they are the rude fellows. Gonzalo, I will warrant him for drowning, though the ship were no stronger than a nutshell. So Gonzalo said, I assure you that this man won't drown. Though the ship were no stronger than a nutshell, though the ship were not stronger than a nutshell. Fine? Boswin, lay her ahold, set her 2 courses, off to the sea again, lay her off. So Boswin, he start giving instruction to his mariners. He said, keep this, lay her ahold, ahold. Ahold means to hold steady, close to the wind. So lay her ahold. Keep the ship sailing into the wind, sailing with the direction of the wind. Set her 2 courses, set her 2 courses, her foresail and the mainsail, off to the sea again, to take her off to the sea again. Lay her off, keep the ship away from the shore. Re-enter mariners, wet. So mariners re-enter there. They are all wet. Mariners, all lost to pray. To prayers, all lost. So she said, all is lost. Say your prayers, all is lost. They have lost all the hope of their survival now, and they exeunt. Right? Sebastian, what must our mouths be cold? Boswin said, What must our mouths be cold? Is a metaphorical expression. He said, what, should we die? Gonzalo, the king and prince at prayer, let's assist them, for our case is at theirs. Now Gonzalo, so the king and the prince, they are praying. Let us join them, as our condition is as desperate as theirs. Sebastian, I am out of patience. I am out of patience. I have lost all the patience now. Right? So children, revise it till here. Rest we will do tomorrow. Thank you.